King Charles stepped into the spotlight after decades as the apparent heir, taking on the immense responsibility of leading the British monarchy in a rapidly changing world. Known for his passion for the environment and dedication to charitable causes, his vision for a modern monarchy reflects both tradition and progress. Yet his rule comes with challenges, and the most recent one is his own 6-year-old grandson confronting him. Let's check out what happened next. In line for the longest time, Prince Charles, the son of Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip, spent the majority of his life as the longest-serving heir apparent in British history. Born on November 14, 1948, at Buckingham Palace, Charles became the Duke of Cornwall and Duke of Rothesay upon his mother's ascension to the throne in 1952. This placed him in a unique position, a life defined by preparation for a role he would not assume for many decades. His professional life, hobbies, and passions reveal a man deeply engaged with issues of sustainability, architecture, and the arts. Charles began stepping into his royal duties at a young age. As the first heir apparent to be educated outside the palace, he attended Gordonstoun School in Scotland, a rigorous institution that emphasized outdoor education and discipline. He later attended the University of Cambridge, earning a degree in archaeology, anthropology, and history, making him the first British heir to earn a university degree. This educational background shaped much of his professional focus in later years. After graduating, Charles embarked on military service, another critical aspect of his professional development. He trained at the Royal Air Force College Cranwell and the Royal Naval College Dartmouth. Over 5 years, he served in both the Navy and Air Force, ultimately commanding the HMS Bronington, a minesweeper. His military career provided him with leadership skills and first-hand experience in service to the nation, even though it was clear that his primary responsibility would always lie in the realm of royal duties. Charles officially began representing the crown in the 1970s. He traveled extensively, building relationships across the Commonwealth and addressing global issues. Over time, he became known for championing causes that were sometimes seen as unconventional for the time, but have since gained broader acceptance. One of his most significant professional contributions has been through the Prince's Trust, which he founded in 1976 using his severance pay from the Royal Navy. The charity aims to help young people facing challenges like unemployment and educational barriers. Over the decades, the Prince's Trust has supported over 1 million young individuals, offering mentorship, funding, and opportunities to start businesses. Beyond his work with the Prince's Trust, Charles has been a vocal advocate for environmental conservation. Long before climate change became a mainstream concern, he spoke about the importance of sustainable agriculture, renewable energy, and conservation. His professional focus on these areas extended into practical action, such as adopting organic farming practices at his Highgrove estate and founding organizations like the Duchy Originals food brand, which promotes organic products. Charles's professional interests also extended to architecture and urban planning. He has often voiced concerns about modern architectural practices, which he believed disrupted the harmony of traditional communities. His views, expressed in speeches and books, sparked both admiration and criticism. One of his most notable contributions in this field is Poundbury, an experimental village in Dorset designed according to his vision of sustainable and human-centered urban development. While his traditionalist approach to architecture drew skepticism from some modern architects, it also highlighted his commitment to preserving heritage while adapting to contemporary needs. His focus was always on creating spaces that nurtured a sense of community and ecological balance. Charles has long been passionate about the arts, particularly painting and writing. As an accomplished watercolor artist, he has produced works depicting landscapes and royal estates. His paintings have been exhibited and even sold, with proceeds often going to charitable causes. His artistic endeavors reflect his appreciation for nature and his desire to connect with the world through creativity. In addition to painting, Charles has authored several books, including works on gardening, architecture, and the environment, showcasing his deep knowledge and commitment to his passions. His writings often merge personal experience with advocacy, aiming to inspire broader societal change. While his professional life has always been closely tied to his royal duties, Charles's hobbies reveal his personal passions. Gardening has been one of his favorite pastimes, particularly at Highgrove, where he has cultivated a celebrated organic garden. He often speaks about the therapeutic value of gardening and its importance in fostering a connection with nature. Charles is also an avid supporter of traditional British culture. He has a particular fondness for classical music and opera, often attending performances and supporting musical education programs. Additionally, he has shown interest in traditional crafts, helping to preserve skills such as wool production and tailoring through various initiatives. Another notable interest is polo, which Charles played competitively for many years. The sport not only kept him physically active but also provided an opportunity to raise funds for charity through matches and events. While he retired from playing in 2005, his love for the sport remains. Throughout his life, Charles faced the unique challenge of balancing the weight of royal tradition with the evolving expectations of a modern monarchy. As the next in line to the throne, he was often scrutinized for his views and actions. However, his professional life reflects a consistent effort to address contemporary issues while respecting the legacy of the crown. One example of this balancing act is his approach to the environment. While his advocacy for sustainability might once have been considered ahead of its time, it has since become a cornerstone of global policy discussions. Similarly, his efforts in urban planning and traditional arts highlight a commitment to preserving the past while adapting to future needs. But Charles could never prepare for what happened recently as his own grandson confronted him. More on that later. When Charles became king after Queen Elizabeth's historic reign, he inherited not just the throne but a world significantly different from the one his mother ascended to in 1952. As King Charles III, his rule began at a time of global uncertainty, societal change, and growing awareness of critical issues such as climate change, cultural preservation, and global unity. Drawing from decades of experience as Prince of Wales, Charles transitioned into his new role with a clear vision shaped by his lifelong commitments and values. When Charles became king, his coronation marked a new chapter in the British monarchy's history. Having spent over 70 years as the heir apparent, his preparation was unparalleled. This time allowed him to shape his priorities and approach to leadership. As king, Charles maintained a delicate balance between modernizing the monarchy and preserving its traditions, understanding the institution's importance to Britain's identity and its role in the Commonwealth. Charles began his reign by reaffirming the monarch's dedication to public service. He emphasized continuity, honoring the legacy of his mother while also signaling subtle shifts to address the needs of contemporary society. This included fostering inclusivity, championing sustainability, and reinforcing the monarchy's role in charitable and diplomatic efforts. Charles worked to make the monarchy relevant to people of all ages by focusing on initiatives such as mental health education and environmental awareness. His efforts included leveraging technology and social media to communicate with the public and ensure accessibility. Charles continued his dedication to social causes, expanding on the work he had begun as Prince of Wales. The Prince's Trust, which he founded in 1976, remained a cornerstone of his contributions, providing opportunities for young people to develop skills, start businesses, and overcome barriers. As king, Charles ensured that the trust adapted to changing societal needs, addressing issues such as youth unemployment and digital literacy. He also emphasized inclusivity and diversity, acknowledging Britain's multicultural society through his engagements and speeches. Charles championed the values of unity and respect, aiming to bridge divides and promote understanding among different communities. He integrated his personal passions into his reign, using them to connect with the public and further his initiatives. His lifelong interest in sustainability influenced his vision for royal estates, which became examples of biodiversity and organic farming. Similarly, his love for architecture informed his efforts to preserve historic buildings and promote thoughtful urban planning. Charles's artistic endeavors continued to play a role in his public life. His artwork was often used to raise funds for charitable causes, while his writings served as a platform to share his perspectives on issues close to his heart. No reign is without challenges, and Charles faced his share, from navigating political debates about the monarchy's role to addressing calls for reparations and acknowledgement of colonial history. Charles approached these issues with an open mind and a willingness to engage in dialogue. His reign demonstrated a commitment to listening, learning, and adapting to the needs of the people. However, recently, he encountered his biggest challenge yet, his 6-year-old grandson. The grand royal event began at the Together at Christmas Carol service, hosted annually at Westminster Abbey. Organized by the royal family and led by Kate, the Princess of Wales, the event has become a cherished tradition in the United Kingdom. It is not merely a celebration of the holiday season but a heartfelt tribute to the power of love, compassion, and community. Each year, the event brings together people from all walks of life, shining a spotlight on the strength and resilience that emerge when individuals unite to support one another. The 2023 service, held on December 6, was an extraordinary gathering. Westminster Abbey, a place steeped in history and reverence, was filled with 1,600 attendees, including volunteers, community leaders, and individuals who had gone above and beyond to bring hope and kindness to others. This year's service reflected the values championed by the Princess of Wales, emphasizing empathy and unity during life's challenges. Charles, alongside other senior members of the royal family, played a significant role in the service, highlighting the monarchy's enduring commitment to fostering connections within the nation. While the event is deeply rooted in tradition, it also serves as a platform to address contemporary issues, reminding attendees and viewers of the importance of mutual support in difficult times. The Together at Christmas service, spearheaded by Catherine in collaboration with the Royal Foundation, has grown in significance each year. The service offers a moment of reflection, allowing individuals to recognize the collective strength found in acts of kindness and generosity. The choice of Westminster Abbey as the venue is deeply symbolic, embodying the continuity and shared history of the British people. During the carol service, the Abbey's ancient walls resonated with music and readings that spoke to timeless themes of love and hope. Musical performances by renowned artists provided a backdrop of joy and inspiration, while traditional carols interwoven with contemporary pieces created a blend that appealed to all generations. Readings by members of the royal family and notable public figures brought personal and heartfelt reflections to the event. One standout aspect of the evening was the recognition of individuals who had made a difference in their communities. Stories of ordinary people performing extraordinary acts of kindness underscored the service's central theme, the importance of looking out for one another. These narratives reminded attendees that even in adversity, compassion can create profound change. Charles's presence at the event underscored his lifelong advocacy for social and environmental causes, resonating deeply with the themes of the service. What also evolved this year was Prince Louis, who at 6 years old used the event to confront his grandfather. The young prince's keen sense of observation recently turned toward Charles, whose tireless dedication to royal duties had not gone unnoticed by even the youngest members of the family. During a quiet moment at the service, Louis told Charles, "I'm warning you, Grandpa, you look tired. You should work less and play with me more." His words were sincere and serious, and they left Charles visibly moved. Louis's observation reflected the innocent worry of a child who sees his beloved grandfather as more than a king. To Louis, Charles is someone who tells stories, plays games, and listens to his endless questions. Charles's ascent to the throne came at a time when he was already grappling with age-related challenges. His responsibilities as monarch have only intensified, leaving little room for rest. Yet Louis's heartfelt concern reminded Charles of the importance of balance and family connection. The bond between Charles and Louis is heartwarming, built on shared moments of love, laughter, and understanding. Louis's simple but poignant words underscored the significance of prioritizing well-being, even for someone as dedicated as Charles. In the end, Louis's innocent remarks serve as a powerful reminder of the enduring power of family, and the importance of rest, renewal, and love in all aspects of life.